Okay, this is the last lecture, and in this lecture, we're going to learn some advanced techniques and tricks in Photoshop by doing some advanced exercises. We're going to start with the first one. We're going to start with file one and do some professional retouching and make it into this. We're going to turn this picture, the original picture, into this, and we're gonna apply some tricks and techniques that are used in the photography and fashion industry. We go to Photoshop. First thing we're gonna do, we're gonna remove any kind of imperfection in her skin, in her face, and everywhere. To do that, first we need to unlock this layer. I'm gonna use the spot healing brush tool, and I'm gonna start removing any kind of imperfection. It's very simple. There is a scar here. Remove it just like that. I think that's enough. I think that's enough. Next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna smooth the skin using a new technique this time. We're gonna duplicate this layer, Alt and duplicate. I'm gonna call it smooth skin filter, blur, and choose Gaussian blur, and you can see what it does. It makes it blurry. We can choose the level of how much blurry we want our picture to be, but for now we're gonna set it to 5 and click OK. Next we're gonna create a layer mask, edit, fill with black, and now it disappeared. It's hidden. We go to the brush tool, increase the size a little bit, just like that. We zoom and we start, make sure the hardness is set at 0%, and then start painting like this. And as you can see, the skin is getting smoother, but it's too obvious. We don't want this effect, so we're gonna reduce the opacity to 50% for more natural look, and continue the smoothing of the skin just like this. You can see it looks much better. This area. As you can see, the face looks much better now. We're gonna do the same thing here. Start with the fingers. Increase the size. and the skin on the hand looks much better now. Do the same thing here. Okay, I think that's enough. You can see we're gonna unsee the smooth skin effect and then see again. I'm gonna zoom so you can see. With this effect, the face looks much better and the skin much smoother. Okay. Next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna add some sharpness to the eyes, but this time using a new technique. I'm gonna again duplicate this layer by clicking Alt, go to Filter, Other, and High Pass, and set the radius to 3 and click OK. Then same thing we did with the other layer, add layer mask, fill with black. Now paint it with white in the areas, in the eye area, just like this, and only here. Now we can only see the layer in these two places. And now I'm gonna change the blending mode from normal to soft light, and now you can see the eyes are more bright, makes them look much better. Now I unsee, and now you see again. You can see the difference between the two, and what this effect does makes the eyes much brighter and more expressive. Gonna change the name to Sharp Eyes. It's very important to be organized in Photoshop and always rename your layers. Okay, next thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make the eyes a little bit brighter. To do that, click on Adjustment Layer, Curves, and make everything just a little bit brighter, just like that, slightly, and then go back. You can see what this adjustment layer did. It made it brighter, it made everything brighter, but we don't want everything to be brighter, we want just the eyes. To do that, no need to create a new layer mask and fill it with black and then paint in the eye area. We can just duplicate this mask, Alt, and put it right here. Now click yes, and now we have the same layer mask on the two layers, and this one only applied is only applied in the eye area. And you can see the eyes are much brighter now. You can see the difference between the two. Okay, I think it looks very good. The eyes are probably the most important element in every portrait, so we have to improve them as much as we can and make them as expressive as we can. Okay, next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna create a new layer, go to gradient, and create a gradient just like this, a radial gradient. Make sure the white is in the center and the black is on the edges. I'm gonna create a vignette effect. Make sure white is the foreground and black is the background, just like this. And then change the blending mode from normal to overlay. And then reduce the opacity from 100 to 30. And now, as you can see, the picture looks much better. This is without. Gonna rename it. I'm gonna rename it to filter. And you can see with the filter and without the filter. With the filter it looks much better. Like the girl becomes the center of attention and the edges become darker. This way we only focus on the girl and on the face more specifically. So now the retouching is finished. You go do the same exercise and don't forget to save.